Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got my December, and I have to remember the new name, Ipsy Extra, formerly BoxyCharm, that I have to share with y'all today. So Ipsy did send this to me as PR, so thank you so much, Ipsy, for sending this my way. So I've got the Ipsy Extra, yeah, because they got renamed. So now it's the Ipsy Original, formerly Glam Bag, Ipsy Extra, formerly BoxyCharm, Ipsy Ultimate, formerly Icon Box. So this is the Ipsy Extra for December. So what I like to do is I go ahead and open these boxes up. I try out the goodies inside, so then I can kind of share some little first impressions, mini reviews with you guys on these products. So that's what I've got for you today. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do unboxings, Friday favorites, monthly favorites, reviews, new at the drugstore, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are chatting about Ipsy Extra. I'm still getting used to that new name. Ipsy Extra for December, so let's get to it. Okay, so here is a little peek inside at the goodies. So let's just jump in. Let me move the stuff out of the way. What do I want to start with? I will start with the skincare item that I got. Let me move where I can see mine here. The skincare item that I got. This is from Sonage, I think is the brand name. And it says is the AI Peptide Serum. Refine and Revive. Tripeptide, niacinamide, and caffeine. Ooh, I didn't realize it had caffeine in it. I really like caffeine for under the eyes, especially in the mornings. So I used this actually last night and this morning under my makeup. Well, last night I didn't put on makeup. So I used it last night before bed, and then I used it today under my makeup. So this is what it looks like. There is stuff flying in the air, I guess maybe from my sweater. I don't know. But it has this kind of an applicator on it. I really like this in an eye cream because it's just like so nice and cooling. Like even now, oh, that feels so good on my under eyes. Like if I wake up and my eyes just feel puffy, they are puffy, you know, just dry looking or just tired. I really like this kind of an applicator. And I love the idea of this having caffeine because that usually helps with like, you know, under eye puffiness. It just sort of like, I think of it as a product to help awaken the under eyes, just kind of make you look a little bit more awake and less tired. So it's a nice kind of thin, hydrating feeling serum. So I definitely liked this for under my makeup. It wasn't too heavy. It didn't mess with my concealer, but it did make my under eyes look like nice and just hydrated, but not heavy feeling. So I really like this. I like the texture of it. I like the idea of the ingredients in it, you know, peptides, nice and anti-aging, and then the caffeine, like I already talked about. And then I love this applicator. So this is definitely a win for sure. I'm for sure going to keep using that. Mainly in the mornings. I'll probably use it for mornings just because I like that applicator. I also got a hair product, the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. I really like Amika products that I've tried, like basically all of them. I've been really impressed with them. They smell really good. Like this smells so good and fresh. But I do have it in my hair and I don't feel like I can smell it now like in an overwhelming way. So I like that about it. Cute, cute packaging on it. I don't use dry shampoo consistently because I wash my hair every single day. That's just what works for me and my hair type. But I do occasionally use dry shampoo like I used it today. I got a little bit like too crazy with my conditioner and like bonding sort of product, so my hair was a little bit like heavy feeling. So I did actually use this before I styled today, just kind of right in my roots, and it for sure helped to kind of soak up that extra hydration that I had added to my hair. Got a little bit crazy with it. It did seem to help like soak that up, give me some volume back. And then I'll occasionally use a dry shampoo maybe like later in the day, you know, if it's been raining or I don't know, I've gone thrifting and tried on clothes and it makes my hair all flat and whatever. I'll occasionally use dry shampoo for something like that. So I will keep this on hand and continue to use it. Has a nice like sprayer on it. It smells good and it works well. So this is definitely a win also. Okay, then I got the Saie Glowy Super Gel. It says lightweight multi-purpose illuminator and I got the shade Rose Glow. So I did use this today. This is like fancy, pretty packaging. I've liked I think I've tried maybe 2 or 3 products from Saie. I really haven't tried a lot from their line, but the things I have tried, I've been impressed with. Let's see if it says anything about this. It says, use as a glowy prep step, mixed in with skincare or foundation, or as an all-over luminizer. So it's just kind of like one of those products you can use in different ways. So this is what it looks like. There's the pump on it. So I used a little bit of this before my foundation, kind of on the high points of my cheeks, and then I used my foundation. And I feel like it was like, maybe I could still see it under my foundation, but you know, I think it was pretty subtle. Then I tried to kind of tap it on, but then I used my blush over it. And I feel like it's subtly there, but this is, it seems like a more subtle luminizer, which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's, you know, all about what you're looking for. I think this would be best for, this is how I would probably use it. I don't do these kind of looks a lot, but if I was gonna, you know, if I was gonna do a sort of light makeup look with maybe like a tinted moisturizer and I wanted a glowy look to that tinted moisturizer, I think this mixed with maybe a lighter coverage sort of a product would really work nicely. Or if you just want like a no makeup day and you want your skin to have a little bit of a woken up, I don't know, a glow to it, I think this totally would do that. Nice texture to it, doesn't feel greasy or anything on the skin. And it's just this beautiful kind of subtle lit from within glow. It's really beautiful. It's just not like overly metallic or anything. It's just a softer, beautiful luminizer. So I think it's nice. It seems like a nice product. Okay, I was about to try to put it in this box. That's not going to work. Let's put it in its actual box. Okay, there it goes. All right, then I got a lip gloss. I do have this on right now. Pretty shade. This is the Fenty. This is what it looks like. The Fenty Gloss Balm Oil, Luminizing Lip Oil and Gloss. And I got the shade Rose Amber. Here is the box on it. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, I don't know how that color is going to work for me. I do have a little bit of lip liner on the outsides of my lips, and then I have this on. I think this does work for me. It's a very like cool toned sort of a shade. It smells really good. It's like this subtle sort of vanilla scent. I really like it. It's not overpowering. Here is what the applicator looks like on it. It's sort of like a little bit of a scoopy, sort of a doe foot applicator. Let's do a little swatch. I'm just kind of like layering all the swatches. They're just getting layered on top of each other. It's very, very pretty. Like a cool toned brown, I guess I would say. Really, really pretty. Nice light catching, very glossy looking sheen to it. Beautiful. I think it's a comfortable formula. I just wouldn't use a ton. I think that's kind of like a general rule, you know, good idea with a gloss. Just don't apply a ton of layers of it or it can get a little bit heavy feeling. But a light application, it feels nice and hydrating on the lips. And I do like the color. It's a little bit more unique. So I like it a lot more than I thought I would. I didn't think this color would work for me really at all, but I think it does. I like this. Okay, and then last up, I think my favorite thing in the box, this is definitely what I've been getting the most use of out of so far. This is the RealHer Pro Blush Palette, and it says, "You are brilliant." Very sweet. They always have like just sweet, encouraging names on their products, which I really, really like. Here is the box on it. This is a beautiful, like, pinky purple, I would say. That's beautiful. It doesn't feel like the nicest, fanciest packaging. I will say that about it, but I like the products inside, so that's not like a game changer for me. Here is what it looks like. I don't know if there's different, I think it's just the Pro Blush Palette, and, you know, it's the You Are Brilliant one, I would assume is kind of the name of it. When I first opened this, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be my favorite, like, color options, but I've been using this a lot. I've been using it on my eyes especially, well, on my face too, but I think I like love it the most on the eyes. So I have been using mainly this in my crease, and I do have this on as my main blush. I have a little bit of this on my eyes too, and a little bit of this mixed in, and then I have this over my liner to just kind of like soften it a little bit. What have I not swatched? I don't think I swatched this one. I would say I've used this one the least. I do have a little bit of this on my lids, but then I have something else. So I mostly have this palette, and then I have one other kind of glowy shadow on my lid, but I do have this under that. Anyway, it's kind of subtly there. It does have a mirror in there. This is a beautiful palette. Like the quality, so, so good. Blendable, they work great on the eyes, and they work beautifully on the cheeks. I mean, it's a gorgeous palette. I'm a big fan of it. Like at first I didn't know about the color story because I've been kind of reaching for more cool tones lately, but after using it, I'm totally a fan. And I love using it on the eyes and on the cheeks. It's beautiful. I would say probably this one's my favorite because it's the most pinky. And that's probably the one I've been reaching for the most, especially on my cheeks. What do I have on my cheeks? I have the tiniest bit of the kind of contour shade, just very, very little. And then just this as my blush, kind of subtly applied. And then with the luminizer underneath. So that's kind of what I did. I'm a big fan of this. Very nice quality, really pretty shades. I'm so impressed with the pigmentation, but also the blend. It blends really well. Okay, so those are all the goodies that I got in my box. So I would say overall, great box. Like I love everything in here. I think the things I will get the most use out of, definitely the blush palette for sure. I actually think this. I think I'm gonna wear this, and especially like I would even pair this with a pinky mauve sort of a liner or something like that. I think I'll definitely use it for cool tone, kind of pinky blushy sort of looks. And then this eye product, I think I'm gonna use this a lot. I would say those are probably the things I'll reach for the most. I'm gonna use this in the mornings, but overall, really great box. So yay! If you want to sign up for Ipsy, I will leave my link down below. No pressure whatsoever to use my link, but if you do, thank you so much. I would love to know what you got in your box, what you're excited to get. Let me know all the things. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.